President Bola Ahmed Tinubu today in Yokohama, Japan, lauded the Nigerian armed forces for their successes in the war against insurgency and criminality, while emphasizing his administration's commitment to addressing the root causes of insecurity through strengthening the government security apparatus and ongoing economic reforms. President Tinubu made the remarks during the intervention at the plenary session on peace and stability at the 9th meeting of the Tokyo International Conference for African Development, TICAD-9. He reaffirmed that inclusivity, diversity, and rule of law remain Nigeria's greatest strength, describing the current momentum of the Nigerian armed forces as a springboard for national development and stability. Prime Minister Ishiba announced a collaborative economic framework between Japan and the African Development Bank that will see a maximum of $5.5 billion disbursed to Africa, utilizing Japan International Cooperation Agency. Private sector investment finance as a catalyst. President Tinubu emphasized the ongoing investment in infrastructure, institutional reforms, and collaboration with civil society and international partners to improve the living standards of all Nigerians, stressing the essence of peace and stability to meaningful development, while lamenting that conflicts are still ongoing in many African countries despite some progress.
International law, which are supposed to be the norms of relationship between countries, is being undermined, and such protectionism goes against our principles. And in this context, we praise Japan for fighting against such trends.
The continent's vast natural resources are matched by even more valuable asset, its youth. Over the next 3 decades, Africa will continue to experience the fastest increase in growth in youth population entering the labor market of all regions. Since the growing working age population can deliver a demographic dividend that transforms the continent. But Africa's potential is not destiny. Without decisive actions, particularly investing in skills and education, this dividend becomes a crisis.
Japan has historically imported much of platinum from Africa, and we will expand cooperation further. Through the resilient and inclusive supply chain enhancement, rice partnership, and other initiatives to ensure a stable supply of Africa's abundant resources, including copper and cobalt, which are used in hybrid and electric vehicles.
We meet at a time of interconnected crises and deep inequalities. Tackling these crises requires a clear focus not only on development for Africa, but on development with Africa. And I salute Japan for making this the focus of its cooperation with the continent. Let me highlight 5 priorities for our shared journey forward. First, we must reform institutions of global governance, both political and financial, to reflect today's realities.